It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Eagles and the Packers, and it's all up next.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. No run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft, and Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lance. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Now Brown. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Jackson to return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They went 3-and-out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw, it's Lance. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards that time.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
And Lance now to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense. What's the deal, y'all?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after here coming up. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Here's Hurts to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Packers offense set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Singleton. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. The Lance going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Off of play action, here's Lance. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Lance looking to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play call.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Open man. That's Devontae Smith. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Hurts throws complete to Goddard. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Hurts. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was there was never a question of fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball,
You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
But first down hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. As they've got it as we resume action. Hurts throw hauled in by Washington. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir. Old school. Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, I'm trying to erase this deficit. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as they get this up to the 39. Swift going to try up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Hurts. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Goes right back to Smith again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll set up to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Swift.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
There to make the grab.
and the Eagles have come back to make it a 2-point game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Here's 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Now Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
From the gun, it's Lance. He'll complete this one to Watson.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Lance. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. Lance.
It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He'll hit Jackson, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Throwing now is Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, Singleton. Good footwork at the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Swift.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
Able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
To throw, it's Lance.
On to him again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start in the NFC East. This one always a battle. New York taking on Washington. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Vikings seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. Dameon Pierce with a touchdown run.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They go play action with Hurts.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now back to throw.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he's down to the 11.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Rashad Bateman.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Working from the gun, Lance. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
Lance looking to throw it. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now a give, right side Swift.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hurts.
And this will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 33 yards.
And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Another to throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Shotgun now for Lance. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On first down, McCullough. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw brought in by Watson.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, Lance.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 17. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Packers 17. Jake Elliott taking
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Throwing now is Lance.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Here's Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list.
And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Once again, it's Swift.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Through the middle of the field.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lance.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And Lance going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
6 yards. That's good for the Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Lance. That complete to Downs.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Lance.
Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Now Lance.
His pass caught at the 4.
And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Touchdown!
Christian Watson
With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Eagles.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now Hurts on the option right.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
And they take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Eagles, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Saints and the Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
On a warm late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start with the option.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up. That's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 31 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's complete to Dell.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards.
They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Gibbs will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
and he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Burton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on first down. Willis has some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Willis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That will 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Draymond Jones It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Groupie for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis. He finds some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. He's got Burton here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
That is caught.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Up the middle they go. Willis.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. the gun, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a diving catch right side. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man lay it out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Trying the left side with Gibbs. A nice little juke. Oh, it breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 81 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A toss out right to Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before you get the 1st down. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And New York set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Willis. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
To the right side, here's Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw.
It gets it right back to Mayer.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Read option. This is Gibbs.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Michael Mayer.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead.
A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line. Because
you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better. And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch. He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end. And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage. and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Olave over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right.
Touchdown, Saints.
A.T. Perry
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Ray. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he will find his man on the outside.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game from, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. Dameon Pierce, a touchdown run in the victory. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Herbert now. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Nifty move. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's Mayer, the tight end.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick here is good. and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down now. It's Willis, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Michael Mayer.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now it's Herbert.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, it's Willis. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throw caught there by Willis. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. It's Willis on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets get a bit closer.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
That is caught, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw.
Got his man, Dell.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run with Gibbs.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Gibbs again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Burton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Herbert. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 19.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Again, Herbert. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Herbert now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
CD, this is the ideal situation, the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Saints, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Bye.